Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Havana High School for IHSA Class 1A regional semifinal action. We'll let you hear the starting lineups.
Number 10, Lily Porter. Number 1, Olivia Kramer. Number 8, Katie Miller. Number 12, Ava Kramer. Number 5, Josie Hughes. Number 20, Aslan Nimmelman. And then libero 0, Willa Cowie. Head coach C.J. Gazelle, she's assisted by Mackenzie Root. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Augusta Southeastern Suns. Number 18, Kara Stevens. Number 5, Savannah Ramsey. Number 14, Tegan Rigg. Number 19, Amanda Stevens. Number 8, Morgan Wilcox. Number 15, Kinsey Griswold. And a libero 0, Gracie Arthur. Head coach is Kim Kerr. He is assisted by Autumn Sholian. Officials, Lon Porter and Lisa Rosendale. The line judges, Valerie Ford Brooks and Bill Steppes.
Once again, welcome to, as I forgot to update the scoreboard, folks. I apologize. That may not be a big deal because I'm flying solo. So we will try to keep the scoreboard updated as best we can. As it's thought it was giving me a problem there, but looks like it's okay. We'll try to update the scoreboard as we come along. The Ducks and the Suns here on semifinal night. It's the first of 2 semifinals. Looks like the Ducks will serve first. It is a Duck serving, and we'll go off. That's Tegan Rigg with the serve receive. Kara Stevens to Amanda Stevens. It's dug over there by Hughes. Blocked by Amanda Stevens and down. A point and a block for Amanda Stevens. Going back to serve is Savannah Ramsey. We pushed across by number 10, Porter. There's blocked and then pushed back across by Stevens and then knocked down on the kill for Katie Miller, her first kill. Amanda Stevens has a block. It's 1-1. Back serving now is number 12, Ava Kramer. Free ball sent across by Griswold. Pushed across by Miller. Saved by Kara Stevens. Tegan Rigg's going to send it across. Dug up there by Kramer. Deep. Griswold with the dig. It hit the ceiling. Griswold's going to send a free ball across. Punched up. Miller blocked by Stevens of the Amanda variety, and then a double hit and a side out to the Suns. Back serving is Tegan Rigg. Got some youngins running through the bleachers. I apologize. There's Kara Stevens going down to grab. Morgan Wilcox a bump set. Amanda Stevens with the attack. And Stevens is going to get the kill. Point for the Suns. 3-1. Stevens gets her first kill. Serve by Rigg as she got her first service point. Back set to the net. And it's knocked down by Griswold on the overpass. The kill for Griswold. Second point for Tegan Rigg. She's back to serve it up again. Middle, Miller blocked by Stevens and down, Amanda Stevens on the block. Her second block. Third point for Rigg. Outside on the attack was number 12. That was Kramer. Kinsey Griswold drives one home. Griswold gets her second kill. Fourth straight point for Tegan Rigg. 6-1 Suns. Set, Miller. Got a hand on it, was Stevens. A bump set. Amanda Stevens on the attack. Off the block and down. Amanda Stevens gets another kill. It's her second kill to go along with 2 blocks. Rigg gets her 5th service point. 7-1. The set over to Kramer. Amanda Stevens on the attack. Blocked right back down, dug right back up. Miller sends it back again. Bump set, Stevens again. Tips that one across and drops it in. Good block by Miller. Adjustment the second time for Stevens. Rigg has 6 straight. It's 8-1. Outside, Kramer. Dug up by Kara Stevens. Bump set to Amanda Stevens. An overpass on the attack. We'll be back to Amanda Stevens again. This one she tips across. Dug up over on the far side by Kramer. Olivia Kramer. And a block by Griswold. Her first. Timeout on the floor. Charged to the Ducks. Griswold's got 1 block and 2 kills already. Amanda Stevens 3 kills and 2 blocks. Another point for Tegan Rigg as she serves 7 in a row. It's 9-1. Here early in set number 1, first time out, charged to the Havana Ducks. A couple side outs to start with. Off camera, Amanda Stevens sitting on the bench, taking a little extra break. Timeout just about over as the Ducks will have to find their way back to the floor. And Rigg will find her way back to the service line. There's a serve, set, middle, Miller with the left hand. It's dug by Ramsey. Now to Griswold, and she'll get another kill. Griswold gets her 3rd kill. Rigg with her 8th straight point. She'll go back to serve again. Gonna be a free ball sent across by Olivia Kramer. Middle, nope, outside to Griswold. Dug in the back row. That's gonna go outside the post. So we'll give Griswold a kill. That'll be her 4th. Rigg to serve it up again. Punched up by Kara Stevens. Amanda Stevens on the attack. Dug up and overpass. Wilcox gets it up to Amanda Stevens for another kill. That makes 10 straight for Tegan Rigg, and she'll go back to serve again. 12-1 is the score. Olivia Kramer is going to push it across. Amanda Stevens is there, outside. Nope, yep, it's going to be Griswold, and she'll tip it across and down. Griswold up to 5 kills. $11 points now for Tegan Rigg. Bumped across for free ball. Amanda Stevens, Kara Stevens, Griswold. It's dug up. Can be pushed from the back row. and out of bounds. A passing error results in a 12th straight point for Tegan Rigg. 14-1. Pushed across by Kramer. Olivia Kramer gets the kill. And finally the side out for the Ducks. Back to serve for the Ducks, going to be number 7, Lily Snowden. Kara Stevens to Griswold. Did not get over the net. Snowden gets the first service point of the game for the Ducks. Amanda Stevens, a hitting error into the net. Snowden, her second straight service point. 14-4 now. There's Amanda Stevens, now Griswold on the attack, inbounds. Griswold gets her 6th kill already. Amanda Stevens is going to go back to serve on the side out. Bump set, pushed across by Miller. Wilcox is there. Amanda Stevens to Kara Stevens, off the block. Oh, wasn't touched, they said. No touch, out of bounds, a hitting error, side out to the Ducks. 15-5, back to serve will be number 8, Katie Miller. Still in their first rotation through are the Ducks and the Suns. Amanda Stevens is going to set to Griswold in the middle this time. It's dug up. Nice dig in the back row by Snowden. It's going to be pushed across. Down to get it, but unable to do anything with it was Wilcox. Miller gets the service point. Griswold, Stevens, Griswold, in. Was in. Official set out at first. Griswold gets her 7th kill. Jalen Van Beck going back to serve now on the side out. 16-7 the score. Van Beck drops one in short. Pushed up. Knocked across by number 23, Curlis. Griswold is going to get the kill off the block of Nemeleman. Griswold gets an 8th kill. Van Beck gets her first service point. Dug up by Rigg. Hit across, overpass, pushed back by Kara Stevens. To the net it comes, and it'll fall. Kara Stevens gets the kill on the overpass. And Van Beck gets another service point. Her second. And a kill for number 20, Ashlyn Melman, her second. Going back to serve, number 12 is Ava Kramer on the side out. Amanda Stevens, back set to Griswold into the net, another hitting error. Ava Kramer gets the service point. To the net, bumped out. Kara Stevens on the attack, and she'll get the kill. Nice dig out of the net by Amanda Stevens to get the assist. Kara Stevens gets the kill. Griswold goes back to serve. It is 19-8. Got a little carried away with the stats, I apologize. The attack by number 10, Porter. Griswold from the back row drives one home. Kinsey Griswold has 9 kills already, and she'll go back to serve as she got the service point on the kill. 20-8's the score. Hulett serve. Oh, what a dig out of by Hughes. Amanda Stevens now. Kara Stevens, another kill. What a job by Hughes, though, to dig that up. 21-8 the score now. Griswold gets her second service point. That was Snowden. And give Ramsey a block on that. I don't know if she actually touched it, but we'll give her a block anyway. Griswold gets another service point. Deep. Arthur was there. Kill on the far side by Hughes. (22-9). Back serving is Josie Hughes. Kara Stevens hit it right back at her on the overpass. Outside, Olivia Kramer is going to get the hitting error. And a side out to the Suns. 23. Kara Stevens back to serve again for Southeastern. Porter. Olivia Kramer. There's Griswold now to Tegan Rigg trying to get in the act, and she hits it out of bounds. A hitting error. We'll send it back to the Ducks. 23-10. Then back to serve will be the libero 0, Willa Towery. Rigg with the dig. Out to Amanda Stevens. Off the block. Towery with the dig. Amanda Stevens. Outside Savannah Ramsey. It's blocked and down. Katie Miller gets the block. Towery gets the service point. Griswold, Amanda Stevens. Oh, what a dig by Josie Hughes. Going to call a replay. That was not down. That was a great dig by Josie Hughes. They're going to call the replay. It's 23-11. Towery back to serve again. Going to be punching across to Tegan Rigg. Blocked down and out of bounds. That's a kill for Lily Porter. Her first, second point for Towery. She's going to go back to serve again. Rigg goes down to get it. Amanda Stevens says enough is enough and gets her fifth kill. 24-12. Back to serve Savannah Ramsey trying to get a set one win for the Suns. Towery with it. Bump set. Back row Hughes blocked by Wilcox, and that's how it's going to end. Wilcox gets the block. Suns get the set one win, 25-12. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back here to Havana High School. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us tonight. I am the only one here at the moment, so if the scoreboard and everything gets a little behind, I apologize. You can see a 25-12 win for the Suns in set one. We'll give them the set one win, clear the scoreboard, and get ready for set number two. The big hitter in set one was Kinsey Griswold. She had 9 kills, 1 block, 2 service points. Amanda Stevens had 2 blocks and 5 kills to lead the Suns to a 25-12 win. The big server was Tegan Rigg. She had 12 straight service points. That's right, 12 straight. She only served once. All of them came in the second service of the night. Actually be the third service of the night. Third if you count the Havana Ducks service. Suns served first. It was Savannah Ramsey. Got a side out. Ducks served. Got a side out. Did the Suns, and then it was 2-1. And Tegan Rigg went on a serving bender. 12 straight, as I said. It was actually the Ducks, Suns, Ducks, and then Rigg. Kara Stevens will start things off here in set number 2. We pushed across by Nell Melliman. It's Porter. Kara Stevens is there. Ramsey to Amanda Stevens. It's going to go off Josie Hughes and out of bounds. Amanda Stevens gets another kill. Her 6th. First point for Savannah Ramsey as she gets ready to serve it up again. Outside, pushed across by Olivia Kramer. Knocked down by Savannah Ramsey. Kara Stevens gets her second service point. Ramsey gets her first kill, second block. She's got a block as well. Olivia Kramer sends it across. Back to Ramsey it goes. She's going to tip it down. It's dug up by Porter. Hughes on the second touch. Hits it across the court. And I'm sorry I didn't keep the camera up. I was watching like I normally do. Hughes with it. Will be pushed across by Hughes. Ramsey on the attack. Dug up by Miller in the back row. And that's going to be pushed across and out of bounds. Kara Stevens gets her third point. It's 3-0. An overpass. Stevens went to get it. Ramsey. Amanda Stevens drops it short. Ava Kramer sets up a nice back set. Side out. Punched across by Ramsey. Middle to Miller. Dug up. Can't do anything with it. Katie Miller gets her second kill. Point for Nell Melman. She'll serve it up again. Miller off of the block of Amanda Stevens and down. Katie Miller has 3 kills. Tied at 3. Griswold sends a free ball across. Into the net, dug up, pushed across by Rigg. Sticking with it. Back to Porter. That's Stevens. Rigg now, blocked, dug up. Blocked by Porter. She got her first block. 3 straight points for Nell Melman. And it's a 1-point lead for the Ducks. Overpass and a kill for Miller. She's got 4. 5-3, Ducks have taken the lead. 4 straight for Nell Melman. Little problem with serve receive here for the Suns, but a service error will give it back to Southeastern. See the live chat going. I'll try to get with you here in a minute, folks. One-man band, it's a little hard to read the live chat, too. Miller, another kill. Katie Miller's got it going on for the Ducks. Back to serve is Ava Kramer. Off of Ramsey, hits the back wall, and it's an ace. For Ava Kramer, it's her second point, first ace. It's the first ace of the night for the Ducks. Middle, Amanda Stevens off the block, and that sent it sideways just enough that Josie Hughes couldn't get a clean block on it. That's 7 kills for Amanda Stevens. Tegan Rigg going back to serve for the Suns. Outside, Ava Kramer. Rigg stuck a hand up in front of Ramsey, and Kramer's going to get the kill. Ava Kramer gets her first kill. Coming in to serve is going to be Lily Snowden on the side out. Griswold is going to get another kill. Give her 10 on the night. And a side out back to the Suns. Say hi to Chad Derry. Ned Eckert, thanks for joining us. Tim Kerr. There's Amanda Stevens. They're going to get a free ball out of that. Snowden did a good job of going down to get it. Out of bounds by Kara Stevens. Back to the Ducks it goes. They lead 9-6. Katie Miller back in the back row to serve now. Trouble for Tegan Rigg, an ace for Katie Miller. Her second point, first ace. (10-6) Ducks. Let's serve as a second ace in a row. And the Ducks are going to take a timeout. Actually, the Suns are going to take a timeout. Probably won't take very long here to talk about this. It's 11-5. Annie Riker, thanks for joining us as well. 40 seconds left here in the timeout. Thank Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With their 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb, on East Jackson Street, stop and see Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit them at www.ronelby.com to check out their inventory. Miller's going back to serve again. The score is 11-6. Miller serves it up. Griswold is there. Amanda Stevens to Kara Stevens. Drops it in for a kill. Kara Stevens up to 4 kills now. And a side out for the Suns. Jalen Van Beck into serve now, with her team down by 4. Free ball, Rigg with it. Amanda Stevens to Kara Stevens, and she drives it down again. Kara Stevens with 5 kills now. Jalen Van Beck gets her 3rd service point. 11 to 8, excuse me. Scoreboard is not correct. And a passing error results in a setting error. Van Beck gets another service point. It's 11 to 9. Van Beck back to serve again. And there is a kill from the left side this time for Ashlyn Nemelman, her 4th. Going back to serve will be Ava Kramer. I'll bring Porter to the front row. Send Kramer back to serve, I do believe. Or Kramer back to set, I should say. She is serving, of course. Amanda Stevens to Kinsey Griswold. Dug by Miller. Outside. On the attack was number 23, Curlis. Now Griswold blocked, dug up. Ramsey goes to get it. Stevens with the attack, and she is going to get, oh, what a dig by Miller, and she's going to send a free ball across. Kara Stevens is blocked. Amanda Stevens a bump set. Kinsey Griswold, it's punched up. It's got, that was 3. This should be 4. That was 4 hits. Should have been 4 hits. Coach is asking for it. Curlis is going to send it out the back of the gym, though, unfortunately for the Ducks. And a side out. 12-10. Kinsey Griswold going back to serve for the Suns. Miller goes down to get another one. Snowden, then it was sent across by Hughes. Middle, Stevens, Kara, excuse me. Middle, it goes knocked across, dug up. That was Curlis. Stevens is going to tip it across. Nice dig by Kramer. Pushed down, punched across by Kara Stevens. Kramer. Dug and overpass. That was Porter. And a passing error is going to send it across to the Suns again. Griswold gets her 3rd service point, and the Suns are back within 1. Amanda Stevens to Kara Stevens, off the block and down. Kara Stevens gets another kill, her 6th. Griswold up to 4 service points now, and we're tied at 12. Miller. Overpass. There's Rigg going to punch it across, and it's going to fall. She went up like she was going to hit it, and then she just set it across. Tegan Rigg gets her 1st kill, and it's 13-12. Griswold, another service point. That was saved by Arthur. Will be pushed across. Porter on the attack, off the block of Kara Stevens and down. Lily Porter gets her 2nd kill. Josie Hughes is going to go back to serve. Tied at 13 now. Kinsey Griswold an overpass, and then it was knocked out of bounds by Nell Melman. And a side out back to the Suns. They'll be up 14-13. Kara Stevens serves it up again. Olivia Kramer, dug by Tegan Rigg. Punched across. Now Melman is dug by Arthur. Rigg on the attack. Olivia Kramer is there. It's going to be Porter again, dug by Griswold. Punched across by Stevens. And Porter in the net. Kara Stevens gets the service point. Arthur, middle. Amanda Stevens off the net and down it goes. Amanda Stevens up to 8 kills now. Back, now Melman. Tegan Rigg hits it into the nets. A side out on the hitting error. 16-14 the score. Towery back to serve. Ramsey's going to have to send a free ball across. Middle, Miller off the block of Amanda Stevens and down. Katie Miller up to 6 kills now. Amanda Stevens on the attack. It's dug up. Miller again. Stevens is going to send it across to the net. That's in. A free ball is going to fall. Griswold was told to let it go. And we're tied at 16. Towery gets another service point. It's her third. Amanda Stevens comes to get it. Back to Stevens. Off of Hughes to the bleachers and out of bounds. Amanda Stevens gets the kill. Her 9th. And Savannah Ramsey will go back to serve on the side out. Outside, Miller going to push it across and out of bounds. Good thought. Just a little wide on the placement. Savannah Ramsey gets the service point. Outside Porter. Off of Kara Stevens. Lily Porter gets her 3rd kill, and she'll go back to serve now. Amanda Stevens, Kara Stevens, Amanda Stevens, kill. Side out, Tegan Rigg going back to serve now. She's got 12 service points. All of those were in her first service of the match. She's only served twice. This is her 3rd time. She did not get a point in her first serve in a set. It was blocked across, tipped across. Porter was above the net when she hit it. She stayed on the ground, but she was above the net. Rigg is going to get point number 13. 20-17. Trouble for Hughes, tracked down by Towery. Free ball goes across. Good job to get it there. Stevens out to Griswold, off the net and out. Call a hitting error on that one, and it'll be a side out to the Ducks, down by 2 at 20-18. Back in to serve is number 7, Lily Snowden. Rigg. Back to Amanda Stevens, off the block of Miller. Amanda Stevens gets kill number 10, and she'll go back to serve. 21-18. Miller blocked but down on the wrong side if you're a Suns fan. Katie Miller gets her 7th kill. She'll go back to serve now, and a side out for the Ducks. Miller to Rigg. Kinsey Griswold is dug by Snowden. Near side it comes to Ava Kramer. Amanda Stevens back to Griswold again. Tips it across. Dug up by Porter. Wilcox sends it across, and it's going to be Wilcox going to set to Kara Stevens. Stevens is going to get a kill, I think. It's off the back wall. And a kill for Kara Stevens. That's about the 4th or 5th assist for Wilcox. Sub coming in is Van Beck for the Suns. Timeout on the floor, charge to the Ducks. This game tonight being brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. As we get down the stretch here, it's 22-19. Van Beck going back to serve for the Suns. Attack by Melman. Punched across by Kara Stevens. Porter sets to Melman again. Dug by Amanda Stevens. Bump set out to Griswold from Ramsey. Griswold hits it out of bounds. Side out. 22-20. Ava Kramer, number 12, back to serve. Kara Stevens going to punch it across. Oh, what a dig going down to get that was Josie Hughes. Punched across by Melman. Just dipped across by Amanda Stevens now. Outside to Porter. It's off the block. Dug by Rigg. Outside to Griswold. Punched across. Going in to get it was Kramer. Rigg after the Melman hit it. Now it's going to be Kara Stevens off of Miller. And nobody can get to it. Kara Stevens going to get the kill. Her 7th. And the side out for the Suns. 23-20. Back to serve is Kinsey Griswold. Not a good pass. It's going to be pushed across. Rigg is there. Amanda Stevens, Kara Stevens, down and in. Kara Stevens gets kill number 8, and the Suns are at match point. Looking at another trip to a regional final. Outside Porter. Out of bounds. Griswold gets the last points, last 2 points actually. Gives her 6, and the Suns get the win. 25-20 in set 2. So 25-12, 25-20. The Suns find their way to another regional championship. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with some stats right after this. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back here as we'll look at some final stats. I'm not that fat, but kind of fat. Just give him the Rushville Industry fans up here ready to see the Rockets take on Triopia. We'll be broadcasting that in just a few minutes. But some stats here. A good game for Katie Miller for Havana in the loss. She had 7 kills, a block, 3 points, including 2 aces. Olivia Kramer had a kill. Josie Hughes had a kill. Lily Snowden had 2 points. Willa Towery had 3 service points. Lily Porter had 3 service points and a block. Eva Smith didn't play. Ava Kramer had 2 service points, including an ace and 1 kill. And Ashlyn Nelmelman had 4 service points and 4 kills. For the Suns in this one, Savannah Ramsey had 1 service point, 1 kill and 1 block. Morgan Wilcox had 1 block and several set assists. Jalen Van Beck had 4 service points. Tegan Rigg had 13 service points. 12 of those were in a stretch in the first set on her one and only service. She also had a kill. Kinsey Griswold had 6 service points, 10 kills and a block. Kara Stevens had 6 service points and 8 kills. Amanda Stevens, 10 service points and 2 blocks. That's how we end up here in set number 1. We'll take a break. I want to thank Judy Resner for watching from Willwood, Missouri, and thank you to Ann Highland watching as well. We'll take a break. We'll be back on our next stream with Triopia and Rushville Industry. Thanks for watching TSSR Game Time Live. You've been watching Adams Telephone Cooperative. If you want to, Coach, if you want to. Coach Kerr just found his way up here, so we'll talk to him for just a minute before we take our break. Before we head out, he's got one handful of recording device. Was this thing an iPad or just a normal tablet? You've only done that like 1,000 times.
I know, but I'm usually a left-handed talker, not a right-handed talker. You got on the wrong side.
That's true. That's true. My bad. I apologize.
What the heck?
You guys looked really good in set 1.
Yeah.
Probably not as happy with your serve receive in set number 2, though.
No, we did. We came out really strong in the first set. Did a lot of nice things, and we're able to run a lot of offense, especially Kinsey. That first set really looked good, I thought. We got her a lot of balls. And
I had her for 9 kills, I think, in set 1.
Yeah. And Amanda kind of tweaked her knee a little bit. I don't know if you could tell or not, but she was kind of struggling a little bit the whole match. So it was nice to get through it. Second set, our serve receive just was horrible. I mean, we passed the ball backwards more than we passed the ball forwards. So
yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah. That made it tough, and they did a good job of taking advantage of us not playing any offense, and they did a good job. So I'll give them credit. They did a good job and came in and gave us all we wanted that second set for sure.
Well, they had some great digs, too. Josie Hughes and Miller in the back row going down, digging some stuff up. You got to give them some credit for hanging in. I mean, a lot of teams could have given up after being handled pretty easily, and they did not give up.
No question. They did a great job, and good for them. I know I talked to the coach earlier, and they've got kind of a mixture of young kids and older kids, and so sounds like they may have be looking up in the future. So good for them, and it was nice for us to be tested and kind of have to sweat a little bit and be able to pull through.
Speaking of sweating, I'm sweating. I was doing everything myself. It's warm in here, and I'm not supposed to stand up that long and try to talk too.
Right, for sure.
You move on to tomorrow night. You know, like all the 2A schools had tonight off. Essentially, they played their semis on Tuesday, get a night off. Would you prefer a night off, or do you just once you get going, just keep going?
I guess it doesn't matter. It is what it is either way. I guess always nice to have a night to prepare for whoever you're going to play. We won't have that, so we've talked about both of these teams a little bit already, and I think we'll be prepared. Like I always tell the kids, they're probably going to try to serve the ball over, and they're probably going to try to bump it, and they're probably going to try to set it, and they're probably going to try to spike it. So a lot of the same stuff, obviously. So we'll watch this one and then kind of see who comes out. I'm interested to see because I think this will be a dogfight. So I'm interested to see how this comes out. But hopefully we'll come out and be a little bit sharper tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to get Amanda a little bit more healthy and be okay.
Yeah, I noticed she's sitting down during the first time out there and trying to relax a little bit. I didn't know couldn't tell if her knee was hurting. I just could tell something wasn't right.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know, the first couple plays of the match, actually, I think she kind of tweaked it, and I don't know, it was kind of in a different spot than it usually hurts. So she definitely was laboring a little bit, but fortunately, she's still able to get some kills for us and still set the ball well. And it's just that's kind of what she's used to, you know, and just never knows what's going to happen from night to night, and she just plays through it, and it was nice to see us pull it out and not have to go 3 tonight.
I think it's Tegan Rigg. I don't want her to punch me. Was that who punched that ball across at one time?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good swing right there. I mean, that's unorthodox, but it worked about as good as you could ask for, I suppose, right?
Tegan, I always talk about, you know, the best player on the floor, best whatever. Well, Tegan's got the best arm on the floor probably pretty much every night. She's a really, really, really good softball player, and her and Kinsey both. And so she has the ability to do those things. That's just kind of one of the natural tools that God's given her, and she does a good job with that.
So, well, Coach, I'll let you get out of here.
Absolutely.
We'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Yep, thanks a lot.
Thanks. That's Coach Kerr talking to us, and that'll do it for real this time. You've been watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back in just a little bit with the second match of the night, the other semifinal. It's Rushville Industry and Triopia. We'll see you in just a little bit.